When I'm up on stage, they call me Brandon. When I'm with my homies, they call me B. And when I'm with the ladies, they call me Taken because I'm happily spoken for. But when I'm at home, my mama, she called me Pookie. And no, I'm not afraid to admit it. My mother, she calls me Pookie like, you know, at the most inopportune moments, you know, when I come into the crib, she'd be like, hey, yo, Pookie, you think you can help me out with the Wi-Fi? Or, Pookie, could you get that off the top shelf? You know I'm vertically challenged. Unless like my mama real mad, then she'd be like, Brandon Cornell Leake, because moms always throw the middle name when they pissed off at you. But as I said, my mama, she called me Pookie. And honestly, I don't really know why my mama be worrying about me like that, especially when I leave the house. She'd be like, Pookie, make sure that you call me when you get there. And I'm just a young black man who got faith in Jesus, the same way that stars have faith that space will protect them from this galactic bully that we call gravity, who longs to turn their stardust splendid spectacle for passerbyers to watch in awe of its death. So yes, I never understood my mama's issue. And then I went on Facebook and I realized that my mama loved me the same way every black mother loves her son, fearfully. Because normally, death don't really bother me. I mean, I'm from Southside Stockton. I'm far too familiar with how some family reunions only ever take place on graveyard grass and how a hole can be a safe haven for a soul in this mortal game of hide and go seek. But there's something so different about Alton Sterling, Sandra Bland, and the countless others. And as I stared at that screen, I couldn't help but think I was looking at a mirror image of myself being gunned down or choked out for merely existing or for daring to be more than 3/5 of what them folk thought him to be. Or maybe it was simply due to their hue and how this melanin skin could absorb their sun but couldn't stand their rain. And in that moment, I better understood my black mother's greatest fear was that every time I leave her home, on the other side of this phone would no longer be her son, but be America's next most popular hashtag, accompanied by a video of her young star being gunned down by gravity as my stardust was turned splendid spectacle for passerbyers to watch in awe of my death. So yes, my mother's greatest fear is that I won't return home breathing, blood pulsing through these veins enough to still be her Pookie. And my mama warned me, son, don't you dare get caught at the wrong place, at the wrong time, with that wrong colored skin, because those 3 strikes, they lead to pine box convictions, and I need you to return home, my Pookie, again. So dear mom, I promise you this, I'm going to do everything in my power to make it back home to you. But if I don't, just know you was the very last thing on my